What's up, guys? Hope you guys are doing well out there. Hopefully, some of you are getting out from underneath some quarantine and self isolation. Today, I thought I would just do some streaming while I started a build. Thought I'd maybe bring you guys along with me. We'll see if YouTube complies. A lot of people streaming these days, so I already got the notification in the YouTube dashboard streaming not available. So I had to restart 3 times just the live dashboard. Seems we're live now. I think I'm with you guys. Ooh, Alexa, trigger live show. Okay, so I got some stuff. Let's take a look. Cheers, guys. We are alive. 1 second, I'm just gonna fix up my stream here so I can hopefully see the chat or not. Nope, it's just going to be a royal pain in the butt, of course. Oh, onward and upward. Cool. All right, so last night I had a little bit of insomnia. Woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I went on the iNav Facebook group, and on there was a photo of someone's recent wing build, and it was a Flite Test Versa Wing, and that made me remember that I had squirreled away this in my closet. This is the Flite Test Versa Wing kit that I bought some years ago. I bought this from Great Hobbies in Canada from Flite Test, which is pretty cool. I like to try and support them when I can. And I've never had this out of the box. This is new old stock, original equipment, new inbox, classic stuff. I don't know how many years ago I got this. It's been a few. It's definitely been in the back of the closet a few years, that's for sure. But I think my most favorite part of this is right on the top. Oh, that's so cool. Original Flite Test stickers. Great on. Allie's here. Richard's here. Cheers, guys. Yeah. Alright, well, in theory, we should be able to build this. And tonight, what I thought is we would maybe try to start the electronics for this. I also got some Dubro quick rod assemblies. Looks like from Great Hobbies. A prop for, I have no idea what plane that's for. Maybe my my kind of AXN Bixler style plane. It's definitely not for the Versa. It's too small. I think a Versa is a 9x6. I got some control horns, but I have some of those ready to print out in the lab as well. 3D print some. These are old school. Dubro and Great Plains. Stuff from when I was a kid. These are some really nice big ones. And they're bolt-on, good, heavy-duty. A lot better than 3D printed ones, but I don't know. I don't know what we'll use. This is the Flite Test Versa Wing blunt nose conversion we're going to use to turn this into a big blunt nose plane that's going to look something like this. That's the easiest way to do this. Can I just turn you guys around? Oh. Up here, of Adele in the rafters, lives my original Flite Test Versa Wing, and this is where it's been for some years. Right on. That, oh shit, Dusty. That has been through a war, but what a great plane. The reason I retired it is it's quite simply beat to hell. It's super soft. When I was first learned to fly this, I had the typical problems with hand launching it and cartwheeled it into the ground and stuff, and just generally beat the hell out of it. But this is I made from scratch. This I cut out myself out of foam board. So dollar store, Velcro, random wires here, and then inside we've got our I retrofitted it. I don't think I ever flew this. I've got a CC3D flight controller, which gives you an idea of the age right there. That is old school. A FlySky receiver, and then I think, and that is an on-screen and OSD module. So I added OSD to it, and yeah, I don't think I ever flew it, but it's got a nice motor on it. Doesn't have a lot of time on that. 3D printed mount. I think we'll just recycle all of this stuff, and some tried and proven parts and goodies that I hope we should be able to reuse. Here's my custom push rods I made. I'm not sure whether we're going to be able to reuse those. I'm not sure whether, I think I might, I think I might actually have the geometry wrong. Are we still live? Yeah, I think we're still live. Let me know if you guys are out there. Throw a comment in chat. Just want to check this streaming. I'm not sure whether I had this in the right location or the best I could do. I do remember there was some weird geometry to this plane. I don't think it was quite right, but anyway, we should be able to hopefully reuse some of it. In here might be a video transmitter that we may or may not be able to reuse. Looks like I hot glued it shut. Oh, oops, I'm on camera. Maybe. Come on. There we go. TS-832, big heavy monster, but this is not a quadcopter, so we don't need to worry about the weight. We can use whatever. A big goofy old antenna, but looks like I ran a, it's just normal right angle antenna, so we may be able to use like a Team Black Sheep or something on there, or a lollipop style. I think we'll recover that, and then we'll recover this speed control, which is back here, and reuse it. So I think, yeah, I'm just gonna catch a little bit of, I'm gonna quickly pull up my DSLR here. You guys are gonna see this long before anyone else. I'm just gonna capture a little bit of B-roll, because I would like to actually make a video of this iNav build at some point. Get settings on my camera, right? Can you guys see yet? On the small camera you can see me. That's not right. Got everything set up for the nifty 50. I was using this lens, the static 50, to do B-roll shots for a video that you guys will see in a couple of days. Actually, many days. I did a video. Actually, it's in the background right here. Right there. A sneak peek for you guys. I did a tutorial on SD card modules. A little quick tutorial on how to get an SD card working with the Wemos D1 Mini ESP8266. And yeah, that'll go live in a few weeks. So. Are we still live? I don't know. We're going to say we're live. So don't set your camera on your streaming keyboard. Okay, we need parts. We're going to, I think, solder up the flight control tonight. So for our brain, we're going to run iNav on this plane. So what I'm thinking is we will run, I've got two F722 wing flight controls left, waiting for planes. One is earmarked for the Nano Talon, another Nano Talon, and this one, well, I guess it's going to live in here. But I have no idea whether we can make this fit. The 722, well, I guess we can find out right now. This little CC3D flight control, we'll just take that out of here. Like our battery is going to be here at the front. These things are traditionally tail heavy. This one was quite tail heavy, as you can see by the bolt here, and I ran a big heavy 3000 battery and a GoPro. In the new build, we're going to run a Hero 5 Session or a run cam up at the front here. And then I think what we'll do is we'll make our own batteries. We'll run a 3S 2P lithium ion battery in this plane. And I think that'll work out pretty good. Possibly, if we're lucky. But is it going to fit though? So I almost hate taking that apart because I bet you that took me a heck of a long time to get that to work. That's I'm sure I flashed this with iNav, and that's an old school flight controller right there. They worked great on quadcopters at the time. Such a pain in the ass to program. God, they were persnickety compared to our new like F4 and F7 flight controls now that they just work. Never to see a plane ever again. That's too bad. There's nothing wrong with that hardware, but I don't run the FlySky stuff anymore at all. Okay, so Maytech. Let's see, how are you gonna fit? I want to plug the wires into this, and they plug in vertically. Now, I don't have 90-degree headers, I don't think, like we have on that CC3D. I think we'll build this flight control tonight. I think my chat is frozen. I bet you guys are there. Hold on, I'm gonna catch up here. It's gotta be my PC's frozen. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. You are definitely frozen. 1 second. I bet you guys are talking and I'm not seeing it. That happened last live show too, where the live dashboard freezes up. I hate the new dashboard. The beta studio is just junk. YouTube is like, it can't even load on this PC. What a piece of junk. Yeah, you guys are there and talking, and I couldn't see anything. How do we get rid of this? John Meeking was here. I can't see the rest of the messages because YouTube won't let me pop the chat out. Come on. Pop out. Thank you. Now, kill these other windows. I don't care about them anymore. Leave them. You're dead to me. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Alright. Almost. YouTube has failed on the live chat. Yes, Steven. Cheers, buddy. It's been absolutely horrible. Poppy's here. Cheers. Armando is here. Of course you are, Armando. David Boyd. Cheers, guys. All right. I'm going to monitor the chat. You guys keep talking, and then I'll be able to tell whether I can see you or not. But that's no more in the stupid studio. Anyway, okay. Flight control. Save that guy. We've got all kinds of that stuff. Will it fit here easily enough? Well, I feel horrible cutting this plane apart. This is a good plane. There's videos, lots of videos on the channel. And there's a patron supporter videos of me smashing this thing all the hell too. Okay, right here, if we tuck that flight control all the way forward like that, do we have room for connectors vertically? Yes, lots. Tons of room up front here. Well, I wouldn't say tons, but quite a bit. And if we have the flight control as far forward like that as we can get back here, it looks like I need something flat, like a level. look. Ah, sweet, we do have chat. Lurking in the shadows. Cheers, Mike. Welcome to the live chat. Thank you, David. Freaking YouTube. Like, honestly, it's like they purposely try and torpedo things. Like, active developing. Like, I know a lot of developers who develop just for the sake of bloody developing, and it's annoying as hell. When you have something that works, don't fuck with it. Especially something as big and as important as YouTube and live streaming. You're screwing with people's livelihoods. Okay. With that, it ain't much, but there's about a millimeter gap with that flight control all the way forward against. There's a bit of a spar here, a foam board spar. We still have about a millimeter now on the back side. Oh no, there's spacers that are going to bring that connector up higher. Crumbs. How are we going to do this? How many of them do we truly need back there? That's S. Those are the servo connectors that would be there, and then all of our other connectors across the front that we're going to use. ESC back here. So what we could do is we could just solder the servo connectors only. Oh no, they'd be way up here. They'd be way up here at the front. What's going to be at the back? It's our VTX connections. We could solder everything. I really just don't want to. I really don't want to. The back side, we have our video transmitter in and out, our video in and out. I think tramp control is down here for the VTX. What if we went this way? And we only have our ESC wire at the back. I really want to plug everything in. I really want to plug everything in. So we could do, I could maybe, yeah, that's not going to work with the ESC. It's going to be up. Crap. How can we make this work? I do not want to. I almost kind of wish I had one of the F411 flight controls. It'd be a lot smaller. This way we're into the same problem. Okay, the next thing, yeah, we won't be able to have it as forward of that bulkhead. It's going to have to be back here. I just want to sort this out before, right now, before I solder all these headers on. Well, I guess I have two flight controls, right? The other one is going in the other F722 is going in the Nano Talon anyway, and it has tons of room for the headers, so I can just leave this one unsoldered, and we can just go ahead and solder this one. Worst case scenario, if it doesn't fit. Oh, there's our millimeter. We can take the backer off. That gives us our room. We could take that backer off if we had to, and then stick this right down into the foam board. That would work. That would buy us our height if we had to. Okay, well, let's solder it up. Okay, so we're going to use that. I think we're going to end up using one of these telemetry modules. I think I'll do a wireless telemetry in this plane. The GPS over here, we're not going to reuse because I use different GPSs now. I use these BN 220s. Is that what they're called? Yeah. Here. We're going to need that. So that's part one. That is not the one I usually use, but I'm sure it's just fine. It's a gloss NAS. Yeah, it's just a different one. It says U-Blocks, but it's just a different brand than I'm used to. Looks like I've got a Omnibus F4 Pro here. I might use. Yeah. Solder wires to the board and then lead the connectors. You can still unplug. Yes, definitely could, Stephen. Definitely can. That's we're gonna get some of those wires out next. We could just wire the female end of a servo lead extension to it. Absolutely. We may end up doing that, yeah. So for now, I guess we can put it together. Yeah, for now, actually, let's look at that real quick. Let's look at that real quick. How much of an idea would that be right now? This has to be. Yeah, we could do that just with the ESC maybe too. Yeah, anyway. I think we'll be alright. So we're not going to reuse the servos out of this thing. Let's dig up some hardware to use. Let's get rid of this big silly plane. Oh, I love this plane. This is going to be fun. This is a 1.2 meters, 1200 mil size, and yeah, just packing tape and foam board. Nothing crazy. Yeah, I'll recover the parts later. Okay. What do we need? None of that. None of that. None of that. Not that. We're gonna need all this goodies. We're gonna need our flight control, one of these spacers. We need all these headers. I think we'll just solder everything up. And then it's done. And done for the next plane if we need it. But we need the rest of the hardware we're going to use in this plane. Let's do that. Let's go raid the bin. I swear I must have been just practicing for pandemics all these years, buying all this bits and pieces, one item at a time from eBay. Slow voted, dirt cheap. And in my bins, I have all this goodies. So this is my toolbox. I don't think it's ever been in a video. It's not much to look at, but lots of goodies. So this is for fixed wing planes and RC and stuff. We've got silicone wire. We're going to need some of that to run for our XT60 connector. Here's a whole nother motor if we wanted it. That would probably be a 2200 kV Turnigy. That would be a good motor for this plane. But I think we'll just reuse what we already have. Control horns. Way big Turnigy motor. That's way too big for this. That's no bueno. We need speed controls. We got Turnigy plush speed controls. All kinds of goodies that I've been just sort of stocking up over the years. Oh, here's a mount pre-printed. We may want that. Looks like I was planning ahead for this build. That looks like it was printed on my Solidoodle. Holy smokes, that's old. But that's ABS. That's definitely printed on my Solidoodle too. So I may keep that. That's even better than my PLA. The servo tester, we're going to use that right now or soon. XT60 connectors, we're going to need one of those. And we need that one. And somewhere, excuse me, somewhere in here, there it is. There's a nifty little buck converter that we'll use to power our servo tester. Handy dandy. Then we can, I've learned over the years, test everything before you put it in the plane. Velcro, we'll deal with that after. Here's Fly Sky receivers, orange receivers, more Fly Sky receivers, all kinds of them, big ones, small ones. All that radio system I don't use anymore. That's too bad. Okay, I think these are the ones we want. We want 9-gram servos. These are Turnigy TGY 90S. Those might be the metal geared ones. Post it in chat if you know. Here is all kinds of these cheap. These are what's in that Versa that's already built. These are just cheap plastic geared 9 grams from China. Props for the Versa. I was definitely planning for this build. More and more and more 9-gram servos. 90S. They're all the same. And then we've got all kinds of servo lead extensions. So Steven's idea, we may use that. We may just use these and cut them. Here's a whole flight test kit. 2208. That's a flight test power pack for sure. But mine is quite a bit more powerful that's on that Versa, so we'll stay with that. It makes it tail heavy, but it's definitely way more powerful. I'm pretty sure these Turnigy servos are what we're after. I think. I'm pretty sure these are Metal Gear servos. You should be able to tell by looking at one. I do believe. Yeah, I don't know whether that's a full Metal Gear all the way through. It's Metal Gear up here. Anyway, they're better than the cheapies. They're the best I got, so that's what we're going to use. 2 of those. It runs Elevon, so we only need 2. And that should get us going. Preheat. We'll use the wet soldering station. Preheat that. Sorry if that was loud. Telemetry module we can put over. No, just leave it out. Cool. Where? Let's take the servos out. Take the servos out and then just squirrel the hardware away. So we're ready for those. I can't stream really long tonight. I do have a lot of stuff to get done. Yeah, here we'll just signal. No camera. This is our servo tester. We'll do signal to the right. Signal to the right. And I have a battery that's not going to be dead. Power in. I think this is power into this side. I don't think you feed it through the top. Whatever. We need something resembling power. I think this is where all my lithium batteries that are all likely completely screwed. These have all been sitting forever, for years. I'm assuming they're all flat dead, screwed. Oh, that one's not dead. Alright. For those viewing at home, we have servo movement. That is growly. That's gotta be metal geared. That is loud. Full sweep, full sweep. No problems. Good, good. Okay. Approved. Flight approved. We will use those two and hope they work in the air. Don't give us any grief. We'll find out in a few weeks. This thing hits the skies. I still haven't made the AR wing yet either. Is my chat dead again? Is it? One second. How do I force this to refresh? Can't. Yeah. Alright, there. I'm just gonna see. That worked. Okay, well, we're gonna assume that I can, if I can post, I should be able to see YouTube. Why? Why can't you just make a freaking system that I can trust, that works? Oh, good, thanks, Steven. Appreciate that. Just a quiet bunch, that's all. Just a quiet bunch. Okay. I think that's ready. That needs a connector put on it. Okay. Let's see. Need to access the bottom of this. Was it talking to you? Pop our board apart. That was my IoT device off camera decided to start yakking. My last one of these came completely disassembled. It's funny, this one comes semi-assembled. Okay, those bushings I guess stay put on this one. Okay, that's fine. Let's stay put. All watching. Yeah, everybody's a quiet bunch. I don't get much for viewers anymore, and those I do don't generally chat a lot because I don't live stream a lot, so YouTube doesn't favor my stream. It's not like it was back in the day when I streamed every week. YouTube always made sure that everybody kind of got notifications and stuff. Sort of. It still wasn't perfect, but it was a hell of a lot better than what it is now. Okay. I'm just comparing this, actually, here. Because I never remember what connections are what, I'm just looking off camera here to know what to put where. So these boards, that's my jumpers off to the side for our 5-volt. We can solder that after. So, well, we'll just start. We need 3 black, 3 red, 3 white. And snippy snip. 3 black, 3 red. Oh. Okay, so it's just repeats. Derp. Derek, pay attention. Am right? Yes. 3 black, 3 red, 3 white. Then black, red, and white again. I like the layout of this. It seems confusing at first, but it actually makes total sense the way they have the signals laid out. The black is typical ground 5-volt, and then you've got your different signals, SCA and SDL, which you can barely see on that camera. I know, sorry. That's your I squared C lines that we're going to use for an OLED. For one of these, we'll put one of these on too. We'll add an OLED screen so we can see what our satellites are up to. So we'll definitely use that. And then below it, they have the TX and RX4. So that's UART4. And then UART6 is right above it. So they're in line this way. Some go vertically this way. Some go vertically or horizontally this way. And then these ones are S1 through S6. These are our servos. And they go this way. So pretty cool. It's actually a neat layout. Hi from Argentina. Well, hello to Argentina. How are things in Argentina? Okay. So, 3 black. Then, how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 that away. Don't throw them on the floor. That would be good. Let's do 6 of this right now. Let's do this one too. While we're doing this way, Eric. There's those. And then 6 white. And we can solder this whole end up. We'll be in good shape. We'll be one end done. Okay, white to the top. So that's going to be our signal pins. Black to the bottom. Come on, get in there. Did I do it right? I did do it right. White, red, black. Perfect. We can solder those. Let's solder those up right now. Our soldering iron should be preheated. I'm actually going to do another SD card tutorial video on top of the one that you guys are about to see soon. A hack one. How to hack your own SD card adapter. I didn't think I had adapters, so I went and made one the other day, and then I found out I did have them. Okay, let's... How are we going to do this? Let's just tack those. Then maybe we'll do the rest under the microscope. Should we do that so you guys can see? Yeah, let's do that. I don't need to, and it's only going to slow me down, but I guess if we're going to stream, might as well make it the best we can for the viewers. Okay. That looks promising. Okay. Let's do a whole bunch then before we start doing those. So 2 whites. Looks like I forgot to cut 1 white. Need 1 more strip of 3 whites. Did I forget? Let's check. Yeah, I did. Oh no, did I? Did I forget one? Got 2 blacks, a red. Oh yeah, I forgot to go back and do a white and a red. Derp. We need 3 and 3. 3 and 3. 3 and 3. Looks good. Yes, perfect. Excellent, excellent, excellent. What's going on in your neck of the woods, Stephen? Hopefully things are well. Stephen, for everybody in the chat, Stephen is a pretty heavy-duty Twitch streamer. I've known Stephen lots of years. We've both been on the YouTubes for quite a little while. But I think you're entirely Twitch now, right, Stephen? I don't Do you put anything out on YouTube? I never remember these things. Okay. 2 whites side by side. Which seems wrong, but it is correct. Because that's where... Yes. 2 whites. And a red. Then a black. Two whites, a red, and a black. And then another white. How many did I not cut? Come on. There we go. Helps if we go in the right darn terminal, Eric. Oh, come on. Don't fall out on me. Two whites. A red. A black. Come on. A black. Sweet. Okay. Now we need one more white that I didn't cut. Holy smokes, my eyes are going cross-eyed tonight. Didn't get any sleep last night. Not helping. Wait. A red and a black. And then we'll go under the microscope so you guys can actually see what I'm doing here. A red and a black. Pouring resin smells like a damn fiberglass shop. Cheers. All okay in the UK, but it's bedtime. Ah, yeah, bedtime. 'Tis late. 'Tis late for you. Sorry to my... This is the earliest I could stream for my European viewers. I have been uploading for you guys. Did you notice? To my European subscribers and friends, did you notice that I'm putting out videos at like 7 a.m. your time? Actually, 6 a.m. your time? Can't even remember what I scheduled them for. I think I'm scheduling them for midnight or 1 a.m. my time on my Sunday morning uploads. So hopefully you guys that enjoy my videos, you have one nice and early Sunday mornings to watch. I hope that's working out well. I really do. Okay, so all of these we need to go across this way. And those Sunday morning uploads are continuing for quite some time. I have this crap falling out everywhere. I have videos scheduled to the end of May, and I think all Sunday mornings are filled, with the exception of maybe one. Alright, there. Use the old sticky tack. All Friday afternoons, my time, Friday 1500 Eastern, are all definitely filled. But there should be, hopefully, Sunday morning uploads for all you guys over in EU. And if not, you can just catch them whenever, but I don't know. I like Sunday morning YouTube time, particularly lately. So I thought that would be good, and I'm trying to do 2 uploads a week right now, as you guys probably have noticed. What you will see is hopefully an improvement in the quality of the videos as well. I hope you guys enjoy them. There is an improvement in quality in the upcoming videos. It's probably going to be quite noticeable to all you guys. They're definitely different. I'm just putting a little pressure on these headers as I release them for a moment, because that one is still sitting pretty proud. That's not right. Why? Ouch. All it's doing is serving to burn myself. Why? Those ground pins look proud, but they're not. Why is my eyes going crooked? I think the spacer wasn't pushed all the way down. That's what happened. Just gotta try a little bit more pressure. It's not, it doesn't affect this connector at all, actually. It's fine. Oh, now she went through. I felt that. Perfect. If that was sitting up like that, it would have drove me nuts till doomsday. Okay, let's solder them. Let's solder them. Fred, always thanks, Fred. I appreciate that. CBD and THC. Yeah, no, sorry, I won't be trying that. I actually haven't even put anything into myself in a couple of months. No beer, no nothing. Been living the clean life here for a bit, so I'm just keeping it that way. I'm actually sleeping really good. Last night was just the exception. It's just stuff on my mind. That's all. It's just yeah, it is what it is. I don't think unless I knock myself out cold with meds, anything's really gonna help. Just need to work through it. Okay. This is what I'm grabbing off camera because I'm an idiot and don't change the camera so you guys can see. There we go. This is our microscope. This is my juice. And with any luck, we can swap this camera over to the microscope. And, there we go. Totally don't need to be soldering these under the microscope, but it's a hell of a lot better for you guys. Yeah, no beer. No beer. Haven't had any in some time. Actually, again, honest to God, I could not have set things better for myself with this pandemic, with supplies. I already buy stuff when it's cheap, so we had a stockpile of most things at home. Didn't need to go buy any toilet paper. And I quit drinking beer in February, right before this happened, and I don't need to go to the beer store. I don't need to deal with that kind of mess. It's wonderful. For anybody who doesn't know, here in Canada, we can't just buy beer anywhere. You have to buy it from, literally, it's called the beer store. So it's one headache that I just don't have anymore, which is actually just wonderful. Actually, it's absolutely wonderful. Okay, let's get some focus. We don't need that much zoom level for you guys. Okay. I'm not gonna be looking through the microscope, so you guys yell at if I'm off camera. All right, let's go. Oh yeah, that's right. The soldering iron doesn't hardly reach. Wonderful. Okay, we'll tin our iron off camera so we don't tin it right over the damn board. Actually, I will use the microscope. Let's go from this side first. We'll just solder up these pins. That one's gonna try and bridge. Normally I would do it at a different angle so that I don't have my iron sort of bridging across them, but I'm too lazy to reset up right now because I just had to go through all this. So there's our bridge. 1 second, my headset's falling off. Alright. We just suck that off just like that. Yes, I know what that sounds like. Perfect. Touch that one. This iron is set to maximum, full hot, so it has no problem with these. Some of these, this one is probably a ground rail. And we just dropped solder all over the board. That's undesirable. What is going on there? That shouldn't be sticking like that. There. Okay. Back on camera. Back on camera. I run my iron wide open and I regulate the heat with the time that I touch pads. And the only ones, like these ground ones, they take a little bit more heat, but with this iron and wide open, it's no problem. That one didn't take the best, but there we go. Yeah. These are the ones that I use to just tack it down. So I'm just retouching those. There we go. Apart from. Okay. Now we'll do a look down the top. In focus. Yep. We're all lined up. Now we'll do these ones. Now we can do these ones in kind of a little bit more of the right order. On camera, Eric. So now we should be able to go across from this side. Yeah, I'm done. Just gonna stick this down a little bit better. It's not walking all over the place. Chat. Have you found religion? No, I'm not. I'm slightly spiritual, but far, far from religious. Yeah, those who know me know my views on some of the organized religion stuff. We won't go into that. Have a good night, Fred. Cheers. Yeah, have a do. Graham, good morning from Australia. Good morning to Australia. You just start your day and we're winding ours down. Okay, solder that one, solder that one. I kind of wish for the price of this flight control that it could just come soldered, like, to be honest. It is in the price range where I would think that Maytech could suck it up and provide it assembled. Like, really? Because this is fine for me, but this is pretty fiddly soldering, and like, it's not horrible, but it's the sheer numbers. When you do a risk assessment, and even if you have low risk like we do here, most people can deal with this kind of solder. When you have this many numbers with all of this surface mount equipment over here, right there, the odds of destroying this board to someone who doesn't have a microscope or the means to deal with bridged pins, or doesn't have a good soldering iron, or just simply isn't very good at soldering, well, yeah, it's pretty easy to destroy this board. Yeah, Maytech, I wish you would provide this soldered. I think that would be a good thing to do. Okay, let's go back to the overhead and see where we're at. So that's what we were soldering, much smaller from under the microscope. Okay, we'll do these guys. Those are singles. We'll worry about them later, but let's do all these guys up here. These are 3x3 again. Did I do this right? Yes, yes, yes. Looks good, looks good, looks good. Awesome. I didn't screw up. Yay! At least not that I'm seeing. We're gonna say Eric did it right. Oh, we're gonna say that and hope he's right. Okay. Let's do 3x3 of whites, red, and black. 2 whites, a red, and a black. let's start with that. 3 by 3. 3. 3. 3. Not to mention, this takes a while. Like, obviously it takes longer because I'm streaming. This is not the most efficient way of doing things. I could have been done this twice over by now. But it's a fair bit of work for somebody when they're paying decent money for a flight control board. But oh well. It is what it is. And it's a damn good flight control board. This thing is by far, if you've got the room in your bird for it, this I think is the premium flight control on the market. This thing is just freaking awesome. With all the UARTs, camera switcher on board. I run 2 cameras in it and switch between them, and it just gets along with iNav. That is just the cat's ass. It is good. So I grumble about having to solder things, but at the end of the day, damn, this thing's good. Alright, we still got chat. I don't know. I'll find out. Somebody post something in chat. Alright, let's solder these ones. I'm feeling like inside out. How's that? Yeah, that's what I thought. They didn't look right. They look like they weren't through all the way. This sticky tack stuff goes soft immediately as soon as you heat. And in that case, because I hadn't stuck these down, they wandered. Did that get them? Yeah, pretty good. I'm not sticking up anymore. Well, chat works. Okay. Eric forgot to put the sticky stuff underneath again, so now everything's wandering all over the place. I love this microscope, but kind of wish it had some way of retaining things from wandering all over the place. Oh well. Again, it was price reasonable. Okay, let's take one. Ugh. What the hell is all over that one? Good. Good enough. Next. Sometimes use a female socket to hold them in a row. Yeah, it's not an option here, but yeah, that's sometimes what I do with it, especially with breadboard connections and stuff. Okie dokie. Go back to the right orientation, because this is where it gets weird. This is where we need to have this one wire here, which is, what is that? Oh, it's an RSSI pin. RSSI pin is white, 3v3 is red in the middle, and then We've got SDA, SCL, all of our, so that's our I squared C, am I on camera? Yeah, I squared C data lines. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 whites. 5 whites. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 whites. 5 blacks. Nope. 5 reds. 4 blacks, 1 white. 3, 4, 5. 4 blacks, 1 white. Right? Right. 4 blacks, 1 white. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. How'd we do? Did we do it right? Maybe. Yeah. Mini breadboards. Yeah, not going to work in this case. Yeah, we're down recefs down in here. You can't. Yeah. Not real. Not possible. This is, see. Yeah. Gotta do her by hand and do the wiggle jiggles. No problem, no. Some small price to pay. Yeah, it gives me some time with you guys because, well, you get to stream. Okay, so this is where it starts getting tight. Does not want to lay in there because of the way that it's snipped. So you gotta actually take it out and give her some more snipperoo. And take that little nubbins off the end so that it can nestle right down in there. Like so. Beautiful. Blurry for you. Couldn't see it. Okay, all the reds. Red's probably not gonna fit. Oh, Eric's gonna make it fit. Oh yeah, I don't need to hold that one now. She's squished. Excellent. Okay. Let's put this silly white one in there first. One lone white one. And some blacks. Like, truthfully, we could have just done this with just all black headers. Like, we don't need to do this fancy color coding, but it's worth the time to do it now because odds are I'm going to reuse this flight control in multiple aircraft over the years. It's a pretty new flight control, so I would imagine it's not going to hit the bin unless it gets destroyed in a crash. It's trimming. So it's probably worth the time to just make it easy to swap wires around. And I've already done enough additions and subtractions and messing around with my nanotalon build that I was kind of glad I did do all the color coding. Squish that down in there. Squish. Come on. Make sure snuggeroo. That was not right. That was a mistake. Just move the pins. No, I'm just going to cut 4 more. I know I got lots of the black ones. I got a whole drawer full of them. Alright. Come on. Okay. So, alright, I'll be back under the scope here in a moment. It'll be easier for you guys to see. Okay. One wait for the RSSI. For the RSSI that I'm never going to use. I'm never going to use analog RSSI on any plane. I almost guarantee it. It's highly unlikely that I'm going to use this channel. Yeah, is the problem child. Oh, it was the problem child. That's the one that should have been trimmed the whole time. It's got a big nubbin sticking at it. We'll get rid of that. A lot easier if you didn't have to mix and match colors. Okay, RSSI in grounds in done. Solder them quick before it moves. Let's a little bit of overhead. Come on. HDMI. Yes. Hello. You can see again. Except, yeah, let's try it there. You always want to go in from the outside if you can and not be soldering over your main board. That way, if you do have a dribbler, at least odds are it's only falling on these terminals and not surface mount components that then you've got to deal with. One, getting your solder off, and then trying to reflow it, the component. And in that time, the component will surely screw off and take off the board on you and just be a general fight. So, long story short, come in from the outside if you can. I have learned this by experience. Many years of soldering many things and many mistakes. I'm actually pretty new to soldering under a microscope, though. This is only new to me in the last couple of years. The best I ever had was a big magnifying glass. My father, he was in electronics repair, and I used his big magnifying glass all the time. Alright. How'd we do? I got some gookies sticking out, but I'm not going to worry about those. I could have done a little bit better on those. Oh, look at that RSSI pin all wonky. The pin's fine. It's just that stupid spacer. To the naked eye, it actually looks fine, but the black one beside it's even broken. Doesn't matter. These are only guides. That has no effect on operation. Okay, overhead. What do we got? How much left? Please, no more. Oh, these are all singles for. No, they must have just done them all black, did they? There's no way they. Yeah, they did do them the colored. I'm not going to bother for that. These are our ESC terminals. I'm not. No, I'm not that ambitious. We're gonna put. We're going with one terminal strip across the whole works. We're only hooking one wire onto the darn thing, so we're only going to be using the signal wire. Well, actually, two wires. We'll use the signal and ground coming from or going out to our ESC. The power we won't be using. Let's just stick that down. All right. Back under the microscope. One more time. Actually, two more times, I think. Still got chat, maybe. Oh, wrong microscope. Got two microscopes. Got that little USB one on the desk that I used to use for live streaming before I got this good one. It's still active. It's handy sometimes too. Not for streaming so much anymore, but when I'm doing silly little jobs and I just want to capture it for a video or whatever, I do use it. Come on. That is definitely a ground wire. That took forever. Come on. There we go. Okay, there's our ground pad. This one's going to take some heat. A lot of heat. A lot of heat. Holy smokes, that was a lot for such a tiny terminal. And then signal and power. Done. That is it. Now, there is a jumper, a ref we need to solder. it's over here. We want to go to 5 volt. If I remember right, yeah, you solder to the top side for 9 volts, to the bottom for 5 volts, if I remember right. I don't have my, do I have my instructions? I've got the F411 instructions. Alright, well I guess I don't have to, I guess I can always fix it later. We're going to want it on, we don't want 9 volt, I know that. So we're going to want it on the 5 volt jumper. So let's, I think that last terminal down at the bottom, I think is, pretty sure is for smart audio, and I think we're going to need that. So I might just solder a terminal on that right now. There, that should be 5 volt now. And yeah, I'm going to solder that up. Let's use a white wire. I'm sure that's a signal wire for yeah, nearly positive it's smart audio. This guy right here that has no label, because I'm trying to stick it in the hole whilst looking at the computer. There, more square than the last one. Okay. Good enough. Am I on camera? Yep, pretty good. The field of view is different from my microscope. What I see in the microscope is significantly wider than what you guys see on the stream, like by like 30% or more. So I always have to check and see if I'm still on bloody camera or not. Okay, I think we have a flight control ready to go. We've got a jumper done. We've got, those are the LEDs. That's our DFU mode button for programming it. I haven't programmed this. I made the mistake of not programming it first. Normally I would definitely program it before you put it in your wing, in your plane, but I should have tested it before we even bothered to do all the soldering, because that could have been for naught if this is a piece of junk out of the box. But anyway, we're gonna say it's not. So we'll go ahead and put this, we can leave this off later if we need that extra height that we talked about when I first checked the fit into the wing. We can pull it back off, but for now we'll just go ahead, maybe stick things back on. It's hard working over a camera and with non-magnetized bits in this case. I always try and find the camera angle where you guys can see. Again, it slows everything down, but at least we get to hang out a little bit. Nobody watches the live stream replays or anything, so this is strictly for just you guys and me. They get some views after, but not very many. Not very many. There's only one live stream that, when I was troubleshooting video system on a drone, actually, that one gets tons of traffic afterward. I don't know, like I didn't tag it or title it or anything specific, but I think it's strictly because it was so long and it was successful. I fixed the drone. I fixed the video system. It was a combination of wires needing twisted to reject the noise and capacitors. But I think that combination of the length and the success and just the sheer level of frustration people have with that problem made that video very popular on YouTube. Alright, there we go. We have a flight controller ready to go into our wing. Lots of extra headers, but where's our servos? Servos. Service. So our servos are going to go in, I don't remember what, it's used, you would think S1 and S2, but I actually don't think it is. I think it uses a different number, but anyway, there's S1, plugs in, no problem. Nice. And then our other servo was going to go into S2 or whatever terminal. We'll worry about that when we set up the mixer in iNav. But for now, what I'll do is I'll take this board and I'll take it out to the laptop and we will flash it with the newest iNav and see that it works and make sure everything is going to work. And if it does, if it passes that smoke test, then we'll solder on our wire for that. And then we've got to build our wing and rob some more parts out of that wing down there, and we should be in good shape. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I was glad to hang out with you guys. I think we're going to call it at that. I think that's enough for the moment. I'm going to take a little rest, and we'll continue. We'll pick this back up, and we'll build an airplane. Hope you guys are doing well out there. Take care, and look after each other, and wherever you are, stay safe. Stay home if you're supposed to stay home. Let's put a dent in this thing so we can get back out into the real world, get these economies back going pretty soon. But not yet. Cheers, guys. Have a good one.